So let's start with today's session. So today's session is we need to cover module 2. So module 2 is nothing but prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. Correct? Now, what is the goal of today's class? Goal of today's class. What we have to cover in today's class? What is the goal of today's class? First goal is we need to understand what is prompt. Correct? Second, we need to understand why prompts are important. Why prompts are important. Correct? Third thing we needed to cover here is how to write good prompts. How to write good prompts. Correct? And last we will discuss today is how AI gives better answer with better prompt. Correct? So now before going to start, let me ask you, like suppose if you ask your mom only food, will she understand what food you want? Anyone? If you ask your mom only food, will she understand what food you want? What should you say?
Uh,
So tell
Food
me.
name.
So basically you needed to specify the name. Correct. So you will say that mom, please give me a cheese sandwich for breakfast. Correct, correct. So exactly AI is what? AI is exactly the same thing. AI is exactly the same thing. Correct. So if we give AI the clear instructions, it will give better result. If we give AI clear instructions, instructions, it gives better result. It gives better result. Correct or not? It gives better result. Now, now, now. So now, what I am trying to convey you here is what exactly, like AI is what? AI is what? Think like AI is your friend. Correct? Think like AI is your friend. What is chat gpt? We discussed yesterday what is chat gpt. So think about it, that chat gpt is one of your friend whom you ask anything and they will reply you. Correct? So the main thing comes into picture here is what is prompt. What is prompt? There is a main important thing which comes into picture here is what is prompt. So how do you define prompt? How do you define prompt? Correct? Tell me, how do you define prompt? How do you define prompt? So exactly I'll tell you how do you define prompt. So part 2 here is is what is prompt. What is prompt? So this is the second part. What we have to discuss here is what is prompt. Correct or not? Correct or not? We needed to discuss here what is prompt. So now, sir, I wanted to know, sir, what is prompt? So in simple, prompt is nothing but an instruction. Prompt? Prompt is what? Prompt is nothing but an instruction only. So see, so you ask your mom about some food. That means you give the instructions, or in your school your teacher tell you have to complete this work. This is what? An instruction only. The teacher gives you an instruction to you need to do this work, then you will come up next day with that work. Correct? So now prompt is what? In the world of AI, prompt is nothing but the same thing. It's an instruction only. Prompt is an instruction. Prompt is an instruction or question that we give to AI. Correct? So prompt is what? Prompt is an instruction or a question that we give to AI. Correct? So for example, before going to move forward, in easy, how do we define prompt? We will define that prompt is nothing. It's a message that we give to AI. What is prompt? Prompt is nothing but a message that we give to AI. Correct? Till here everything is clear or not? Till here everything is clear. For example, let's say some example here. Let's take one example. For example, what is India? What is India? Another example, we can ask, write a story. Correct? To what? To AI. Write a story. Correct? Now we'll come to chat gpt here. We'll come here at chat gpt, and this is the UI of chat gpt. Now I'll tell you, this is what, this is an instruction, it's a prompt. What is India? It's a prompt only. So I search here, what is India? Correct? So what ChatGPT does, ChatGPT have information about this question and it will revert me within a second the answer. What is India? So India is a country in South Asia and the world most populous democracy. In within a second you get the answer. Now at the end it is asking, would you like to know about India's history, culture, food, geography or travel places? This is a question ChatGPT asked to me. If you wanted to know, we'll what we have to do? We need to ask, yes I want. So they'll revert the answer. Now to start with a new chat, you click on this new chat. Then what you have to do, this is the copy response. This icon is for copy, like this answer you wanted to copy and send it to somewhere, you just click on it, it can automatically copy your answer. What is this second one? Second one is like if you write like the response, you click on this thumb up. Correct? If you don't like the response, you think that response the chat gpt give is bad response. Correct? So what you did, you just click on that bad response, so next time it will be there. And then this button is share button, like I wanted to share this answer to someone on LinkedIn or Reddit or X, or if I wanted to copy a link, I can click it copy and I will send it over to anyone over a WhatsApp, over a email, anything. And now what is this? This is what, like I don't want this answer, I want another answer. I'm not like this answer. So what I did, I click on this, there is an option of try again, I click on it and I'll get another answer within a second. See, and what is the difference? The way it will give me in points. Correct? And at the end it will give you like this. Same thing, same question, like same question, write a story. So like I'll come here and I'll ask write a story. Write a story. Now write a story. Which type of story I want, I didn't mention right now. So what ChatGPT responds? ChatGPT responds me with a random story. ChatGPT responds with a random story. Now if I click on it, I get a random story. A story of a brave rabbit. A story of a brave rabbit. The random story I'll get. Now suppose I don't like this answer, I'll click on try again, I get another type of story here, the brave little rabbit. Now sir, here. Now if I wanted to tell ChatGPT specifically to I want the story on lion, did ChatGPT understand by himself? No. We needed to explicitly tell. So for that there is a concept comes into picture is prompt. There is a concept comes into prompt, and that is why we needed to learn this prompt engineering. This is a very important topic. Even if you understand this topic very nicely, you get to understand most of the things. Most of the things in the sense you can able to create your images, you can able to create cartoon, you can able to create videos, everything with the help of this topic only, prompt engineering. This is a very important topic, you just needed to focus, that's it. Correct? So now the concept comes into picture is what is prompt engineering. Now let's move to the next topic. If you guys wanted to note, you can note it down. If you guys wanted to note, second part which comes into picture, it's a very important thing. Part 3, part 2 is done, part 3 is what? Now part 3, in this part 3 we will learn about why prompt engineering. The question comes here is why prompt engineering? Why prompt engineering? This question comes here, why prompt engineering? So now why prompt engineering? Tell me why prompt engineering? So I'll tell you one thing. So engineering means we need to improve something. Engineering means improve something. Engineering means improve something. Prompt engineering means that writing prompts in a smart way, so AI gives better answer. AI gives better answer. Correct or not? So why prompt engineering? Why prompt engineering? The question comes here is why prompt engineering? This is because we know that engineering means is to improve something, correct? Now writing prompt in a smart way so AI gives you a better answer. This is what a prompt engineering is. That means there is a one golden rule. There is one golden rule that you guys needed to follow while writing a prompt. I'll mention here the one golden rule. This is the golden rule that you guys needed to follow while writing the prompt. What is that golden rule? The golden rule is better the prompt, the better answer you will get. The better prompt. I'll tell you how to write the prompt also. Better prompt is equals to better result. Better prompt is equals to better result. Correct or not? Better prompt is equals to better result. So this is very important thing. You just needed to focus. Better prompt is equals to better result. That means if we write a very good prompt or a better prompt, we get the better result. Same like here. What I write here is write a story. So this is a bad prompt. So why it's a bad prompt? Because randomly I got the answer, but I wanted to search about a story about a lion. That means we needed to explicitly tell AI that I want a story of a lion. What ChatGPT do? It takes my question and within a second give me an answer. Okay, fine. So now there is one important formula that you guys needed to focus while writing a prompt. So I'll write it here. So formula for good prompt. What is the formula of good prompt? So the formula of good prompt is, first is you need to explicitly tell the role, you need to tell the task, you need to tell the details, you needed to tell the format. This is the very important thing of writing a good prompt. So sir, I don't know what is role, I don't know what is task, I wanted to know about what is detail, how to write the details, and what is the format. Correct? These all things I wanted to understand, then only I can write the good prompt. Correct. So what is role here? So role is what? Who should AI act as? Tell AI what role it should play. We needed to tell AI what role it should play. We needed to tell AI what role it should play. That means for example, I tell act as a teacher. I tell AI act as a doctor. I want some medicine information. I want something which we need to cook at chef, story writer. I want some story. So this is what I tell the AI, that act as an artist, act as a story writer, act as a doctor, act as a teacher, act as a scientist, even act as a music composer also. Etc. Composer. So what I am trying to tell you here is there are n number of things you can tell AI the role, which type of answer you want, which type of question you are asking. We needed to explicitly tell the role. That is because this is the formula of good prompting. That is how we'll learn how to write the prompt. Correct? So this is what. Now second thing which comes into picture here is task. The second thing which comes into picture here is a task. So what I'll do here. So first we understand what I have to tell. I needed to tell the role. Explicitly I needed to tell the role. Now for example here, I'll write it here. I tell that act as a teacher. Correct? Act as a teacher. Now task. What is task? That means here you needed to tell AI exactly what work you want. Correct? You tell AI what work you want. So this is what, tell AI exactly what work you want. You needed to tell AI exactly what work you want. For example, I wanted to tell AI that explain me something and write something for me, create something. This is a task. Create something for me. I'll tell that draw something for me. I can also tell summarize this PDF. I can also tell that translate this particular language. So anything you can tell exactly which task you want. For example, I tell AI that explain the solar system. Explain the solar system. This is the task. I want AI to explain the solar system, correct? So if we combine these two role and task, what is the prompt came into here is act as a teacher and explain the solar system, correct? Let's move forward so that we can able to understand how to write good prompts so that we can move forward with the next thing. So now detail. What is detail? Detail is we understand about the task. Now I wanted to tell AI explicitly. I wanted to tell AI explicitly about the details. About what? About the details. About the details. I wanted to tell AI ki give me more detail or give more details so AI understand better. Now here if we are asking anything, so we needed to give them the AI the more details so that it can understand and reply me based on that. For example, it can be I wanted to ask for class 5th student. I can also ask in simple language or simple English. In simple English, I can also tell about a brave lion. I can also tell AI that write in 100 words. I want that answer in 100 words only. And I can also tell funny style. That means for example, I tell AI explain the solar system for class 5th student in simple English. So this is the way how we are writing the prompts, how we are giving the instructions. Now this detail is done. Now we'll come to the format part. What is the format? In which format we want that detail? Correct? So here how do we write it? We'll write that detail is what? Detail is nothing. Detail is what? Detail, first role is done, task is done, detail is done. Detail is what? Detail is something and extra information that I wanted to tell explicitly to the AI, that based on that information AI will give me the better result. Correct? Now format is what? It is also very important. That means how should the answer look like? So here we needed to tell AI how you want the output. Now this thing you needed to understand in a better way, or if you have any doubt you guys can ask me, because based on that only we need to start the prompt engineering. We'll write the prompt in the next thing. We need to start writing the prompts and all. That's it. So we needed to, here format means we needed to tell AI how you want the output. That means I want the output in a bullet points. I want the output in a table format. I want the output in a story. Or else I can also tell that I want the output is a poem. I can also tell I want the output in paragraph. Correct? So this is the all thing about this formula of writing a good prompt. Act, task, detail, format. RTDF. Just remember this. RTD. Also one more thing we can add here is, apart from paragraph, we can also tell to AI that I want the answer in step-by-step manner. That means you can do n number of playing you can do with AI to get the answer what you are looking for. For example, I'll write here, I'll write here this example here. Explain the solar system, in bullet points. Explain the solar system in bullet points. This is the example of format. Now the final prompt, how to write the final prompt. This is also very important, how to write the final prompt, correct? So the final prompt here, how to write the final prompt. So the final prompt, how to write the final prompt is, I'll tell what things we needed to focus. We needed to focus on role, we needed to focus on task, we needed to focus on detail, we needed to focus on format. Correct or not? So now the final prompt, what I have to give here is, act as a teacher. I wanted to ask something about photosynthesis for class 6th student. So I'll write explain photosynthesis for class 6 students in simple English, and I want the answer in bullet point. That means the format I needed to tell, correct? Give the answer in bullet point. Give the answer in bullet point. Now this is the final prompt. Based on this formula we write it. First of all, what we needed to tell the role. So here we tell that act as a teacher. This is the role, that act as a teacher. That means your role is to as a teacher. Then task. What is the task? We wanted AI to explain the photosynthesis, correct? So I tell the task that explain photosynthesis. Now the task detail is what? For which class I wanted? For class 6 student in simple English I wanted, correct? Now format, I want the answer in the bullet point. Give the answers in bullet point. Now if I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll run this, what I'll get? Act as a teacher, explain photosynthesis for class 6 student in simple English, give the answer in bullet point. If I press send prompt or enter, what happen? If I click on this send prompt, within a second we get an answer about photosynthesis in a bullet points. Let's see. See the magic. That means it will give me the answer in simple explanation within a bullet point. Apart from it, it will tell me the formula, and it is also tell me why photosynthesis is important. And at the end, the easy definition. That means how you will write the prompt. Suppose before that, how you guys are writing the prompt? Explain photosynthesis. Okay. Or you guys can tell, explain me physics question. Any, you can just send the question and ask the answer directly. See here, ChatGPT or other AI tool is not to take the misuse. For these tools, just for learning purpose, you guys can use. That means you directly don't ask for the answer. You directly ask for just teach me this concept. I don't want answer directly. I want you to teach the concept, then answer I'll find it. Same as mathematics also. Like suppose if you are not able to understand any question, any concept, what you will do? So right now what you guys are doing, you just directly send the question to ChatGPT and ask the answer directly and write it, oh, and you think you did it. But it's not like that, because in exams ChatGPT will not be there. You have to be take the exams by yourself. So for now ChatGPT is very important, but why ChatGPT? You need it to use only for learning purpose, correct? You don't ask ChatGPT direct answer, because if you directly ask the answers, your learning will be zero. And at the current situation, what you have to do, you have to learn it, because in the exams you have to give the exams by yourself. You can take the help, whatever help you want, ChatGPT will give you the answer. Now this is here. Now till here you just do one thing, and even you wanted to note, you guys can note it down, then we'll move forward.